not like an amazing idli sambar? I don't think anybody would say no to this comfort food. Today we are going to teach you how to make an amazing sambar with the Rasoi Tatva ingredients. Hi, I'm Chef Meera Asrani.
Hi, this is Srishti from Rasoi Tatva. I'm a fifth generation of the family into spice business. And we are cooking sambar with this Sambhar Masala from Rasoi Tatva, where the turmeric is from Tamil Nadu, the chili is from Andhra Pradesh, mustard is from Rajasthan, and the fenugreek is from MP.
So I have the whole of India in that one pack. May I? Let's start. Alright, so let's begin. Right? Let's make our sambar here. So in an empty vessel, of course, I'm going to add some oil. And let's start by adding a little bit of the mustard seed. We have mustard seed in our variety.
Yes, we do. And just tadka ke liye we're going to be adding a little bit of mustard seed.
Yes. A little. Thank you. I'm going to just keep this together. Now mustard seed is up to your preference. If you like it more, please go ahead and add some extra. We like it this much and it blends well with our sambar, so we are going to stick to this. And into this we are going to add some curry leaves. We'll wait for it to heat up a little bit. Into this we are adding some curry leaves. Now if for example if you prefer to have different vegetables than the ones that we are adding, we have drumsticks, we have pumpkin. I have made sure that the drumstick and pumpkin are not overly soft. So we have cooked them, partially cooked them, and the rest is going to be cooking along with our sambar. Once we add this, I'm adding some tomato. Now remember, in sambar you're not going to overcook any of these vegetables. You're not going to make it mushy. You're going to make sure that all the juices, all the flavor that comes into the vegetable is coming from the entire masala that we are going to add along with it, and the dal is going to basically give it that flavor. Now I'm adding some pumpkin. And I already love the colors. Look at them. Such lovely colors together. And finally the drum. The idea is to not overly cook them, making sure that it's well coated with oil. Now into this, as you notice, I have only made sure that the oil is coated well. Now into this I'm going to add the rest of the dal. This dal has been soaked in water for approximately 1 hour, and then we have given it a whistle to make it really soft. And now this dal only has salt in it. We haven't added any other masala to it. I'm just going to mix the dal. And as you can see, I'm gently pouring it into the This goes on high speed. By high speed, I mean full on gas. You can keep it on a high flame. And I'll let it simmer for some time. I need it to come to a boil, so let's wait for that. So now while we are making the sambar, I've noticed that the sambar masala has a very nice fragrance. And you also mentioned that the whole of India comes into this sambar masala. Tell me one thing, which masala of Rasoi Tatva is your favorite?
I think I'd have to say the butter chicken masala because butter chicken is personally my favorite recipe and we put a lot of thought into the butter chicken masala and we make sure कि हम जो restaurant में खाते हैं we replicate it in the recipe that we are cooking. So being a vegetarian, I believe कि बाहर जाके I get to eat the butter chicken outside. So I use my memory and उसके हिसाब से we have replicated. I used
it truly is an experience. I made paneer bhurji yesterday and I added the butter chicken masala to that. And you won't believe it was a hassle dish, but it was so tasty that everybody in my house was like, "Wapas bana." So you know, that's a super hit. That's a feeling of knowing that the food is great. Now it gives us a good boil. Now we are just waiting for it to boil a little more. And into this, we are going to add our Sambhar masala, and along with that, a little bit of salt. You notice we are not adding so many of the other things that you need to add into a sambar. This one masala gives a lot of flavor, especially the color that we need in our sambar. Now let's add some masala to this. So we are using around 2 teaspoons, but of course you can decide how much would you like to add. So we added the sambar masala and now into this I'm going to add some salt. The most favorite dialogue in every book and every TV show is Namak Swad Anusar, right? It started off on TV and everybody's like Namak Swad Anusar. Wow, look at that fragrance. I know you can't smell it through this video, I really wish you could. But the fragrance as well as the color of it, spot on. As you notice, the vegetables are not overly cooked. They are as fresh as they need to be. And our sambar masala is almost ready. How quick was that, right? Let us show you how we plate this and then also show you the picture of this with the idli so you are tempted enough to make it at home immediately, right?
At Rasoi Tatva, we are giving you a complete cooking solution. You are guaranteed to get a consistent result each time you cook any recipe if you follow the recipe that is mentioned at the back of the packet. This is the recipe mentioned at the back for your reference.
So now we are going to find out how our sambar really turned out to be. Let's find out. Our sambar masala was the one ingredient that did the magic.
They were nice, I think. The vegetables are still fresh. You can taste the individual vegetables also.
Great job then.